All right, welcome guys. Garamba, how's good? Anyway, so yesterday I promised that I'm gonna do a video of the routes, two routes that you're going to take if you're in college. It said that you take either of those routes. Um, if you do not proceed to college, say you're just done with your A's, then yours is slightly a different route, but more of the other route. I'm going to get into the routes. So there are two routes. One, you're already in college, and if you're doing your part for now, you know your job is secured. You know where you're going to be next year. Like it's certain. Or in the same line again, the same route, you just wait a few months and then you get a job at a very good company, and you probably become a trainee, or if you are good, if you are really lucky, you can get a better job like as a manager or something. So that's route number one, and I say that for that route you are lucky, but it's a curse. Then the other route is you will not get a job. Like you complete your degree and then you start applying, but you will not get a job. It will be like a month, then months turn into months, and then into years. And I'm saying that's a blessing. So I'm going to explain why I'm saying that the route is a curse and the other route is a blessing. You need to know it now, because when it happens without knowing, then my what I'm trying to say here won't make any sense. So I think yesterday, or if not the day before yesterday, I posted a video. No, I posted an article where it was just basically going through the route number one, where you get a job. So let's go through that route. You get a job, and then immediately your time is taken from you. You are working from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. You do not have a time to pursue things that you want on. I mean, if you join an active and hectic company, your time is so pressed. You probably leave at work probably at 7 or 6. So from there on, things are good. You think your life is going on. Then what are you going to do next? You're going to look for a car. You want to impress. You're going to buy a car. You buy a car and then you probably have a loan for that car. So if you look at the trend now, the income that you are getting is already being depleted by the car and maintaining the car. And then after the car, you would want to move on the next stage of life. You probably get married, or you exactly either way. If you're a girl, or if you're a boy, either way, you get married probably in your late 20s, and then your income is slightly improved here. And then now you have a family to look after. You probably a baby is on the way, and your income is still small enough. And then to try and increase your income, you enroll for, say, a master's degree at your former university or another university. But then you only get a marginal increase if you get a new job, and you don't have time to do something that speaks to you. So now let's hold on that, and then look at the other guy. So we are. I'm projecting like it's now 7 years after graduation. Let's look at that guy who didn't get a job. So if you didn't get a job, you still have time on yourself. You probably had a month or a year where you're like thinking through your life and trying things out. And the advice now today is, if you find yourself in such a situation, this is now route number 2, where you do not have a job. The blessing is in you searching deep down in yourself to look for what you can do, the value that you can do. Because the opportunity here is you have time to try a lot of things, to experiment on on several business ideas. And one thing that I need to encourage you to be able to absorb is rejection. Don't be afraid to go and meet people. Don't be afraid to try a chicken rearing business. Don't be afraid to try any business, because once you try, say, in your second year after graduation, and then it kicks off, add 5 years to that, I'm telling you, you'll be employing people that you were with in college. Those guys who are doing master's degrees, you will be employing them. In other words, I'm trying to say, if you give yourself 2 years of trying, say, at least 10 business ideas, I want to bet in the third year you will get one idea that will make sense. And if you give it 5 years, believe me, you guys, it's going to grow. It's like a seed. It's going to grow. You need to be focused, and then just everything that you're doing, you are like asking yourself, what is it going to do to my idea? How am I benefiting? How am I growing? You see, that's the thinking that I'm trying to impart on those guys who do not get a job. So now I'm trying to compare the two routes now. So we have this guy who's got a job, and he doesn't have time to pursue, to hustle or to do those other businesses that the other guy can do, like the hustler. Now you're trying things, and you're now a hustler. You have been trained in the streets. You're totally two different people, but you're at the same university. So let's add, say, another 5 years, and we're saying guy number one is still at work. You have a kid and family. Then probably you now have a mortgage, and you still have your time stolen by where you are working at. And we have our guy here who is focused on his entity, on trying to build something. I tell you, by 35 or by 40, you'll be running an institution now, and he doesn't have a mortgage or what do you call it, installments for a car. No. He doesn't have all those. If he has, then they are being paid by his institution, because let's agree that this guy was working on his idea from for the past 8 years or 10 years, and you were working in another company. You were working for another company. So if you can see where the curse is and where the blessing is, then you follow what I'm trying to impart to you. So guys, that's it. We can even go another 20 years into the future, looking at these two guys. But the reality is, the guy who's working, if you have a formal job, it's good to have a formal job. And I'm saying it's a case when it happens, because you realize it later, like I am doing it. And honestly, I feel like I don't have a way out. I need a job. But at the back of my mind, I know that if I don't have a job, then it's my time to build something real, something that I can leave for my 2 sons and my wife, or probably to create a legacy. But because I've been used to going to work for the past 10 years, I feel it's safer if I have a job. But if you don't have that side where you are comparing things, like you are from college and then you just say, I'm gonna do this. This is for me. You won't even see how your life changes. You won't even be able to compare. Remember, you can only appreciate summer when you have winter. So if you suffer in the first years after college, but then you suffer and then you try and establish something, that's it. That's the secret to success, to true success. Yes, you can make it in life as an employee. You make director, you make partner, etc. But one thing that we are certain of is your freedom won't be compared to that guy who is not a partner, but he's an owner of a business now. He's employing directors, and he can say, you know what, John, I'm not going to be around for the past for this month, so make sure that our ship is sailing properly. Just send me these reports every month, every day at blah blah blah. So what he's doing in the morning, and he checks his laptop or a tab and then looks at the figures and then writes a few comments and then responds to the email to John, and then that's it. And he's making money and he's probably not in the country. So yes, for me, if you don't get a job, especially in Zimbabwe now, it's a blessing. Look at it as a blessing and make something of it. So what you need to take away from this is, if you don't get a job, then what are you doing? What are the ideas that you are working on? You have an idea. Don't speak of capital without an idea. You have a fully executed idea, like, I can do this. Like, you can even put the money there. Like, I would need, say, $1,000 or $5,000 to do this. Then if you have it on paper, then now your task is to say, okay, I need 5,000, but first, how do I get 500 of this 5,000? You have like 3 years to do it. You have 36 months. It's a lot of time. So thank you. How are you? Good, good.